Hi, Irene. Thank you so much for agreeing to meet with me today, just for a mini interview, just to share your experience with the medical billing training course. First, I guess you can tell us what state you are located in and how you found me.
I am located in New York. I'm actually in upstate New York in Syracuse, with the snowbound Snow City, 5 hours away from New York City. And late last year, I know that I was going to be retiring this year. So I was looking on YouTube for something to do because I'm going to be retiring early. I'm 55 years young. So I was looking for something to do when I retire. And I didn't want to work for someone else again, So I was looking on YouTube, and lo and behold, I saw your interview with Sean in town.
Yes.
And on his the page, it said medical billing from home. I said, what? I said, you can do that from home? I said, oh my God, let me check it out. So, and I watched the video and I was hooked. I was so intrigued. And I immediately subscribed to your YouTube channel, and I watch all your videos, and I was creeping on Instagram because I was also following you on Instagram, and I was watching every single video you had, but I didn't decide to jump on right away. So I just kept watching you for a few months. By March, I decided to join because you said that there were two options. One was to work as a 1099 independent contractor or start your business all from home.
Perfect. Okay, so you were watching for a few months and you decided to enroll, and you did mention that you recently retired. So can you share what industry you retired from and if you have any prior healthcare experience?
I'm a veteran. I was in the Navy. And then after that, I decided to stay in that route. Government, working for the government. So I was employed by New York State. And no, I have no medical experience at all. So I was a little leery. I was scared. It is a scary move. But I said, what could possibly go wrong? But yeah, I have no medical experience whatsoever.
And that always excites me. I mean, anytime a student reaches out to me, or a potential student reaches out, or a student enrolls and they have no prior healthcare experience, I always get super excited because I know with the proper education and training that it is doable. You can definitely learn this skill set and really, have a great career. I truly believe that. So I was excited to hear that you had no prior experience. I didn't realize that you were in the Navy, which is amazing. So tell us how your experience has been with the training course.
So let me back that up a little bit. So when I decided to join, I was going to retire in May. What happened was there was a little hiccup in my life. I was diagnosed with breast cancer. So that halted everything. Everything came to a dead stop. And when I was ready to join in May, I was actually going through chemo. If you've had cancer and going through chemo, you have that, what they call a chemo brain fog. So I was having a lot of hard time retaining the information. And I was worried that if I had joined then, that I wasn't going to have enough time to learn the material at that time because my body was going through so much. And I said, no, let me, finish chemo, get through this treatment. And so I waited until August. By then, my chemotherapy had ended. And I was taking a little break, and I was gonna start my radiation. So I decided to jump all in, both feet in August. And it was a little tough in the beginning because, like I said, after chemo, I couldn't really retain a lot of information. There were times where I had to watch the same video 2-3 times just for it to click in, So, and I joined one of your weekly sessions. And I had mentioned to you that I was trying to catch up on everything. And you said, no, this is a weekly session and you can restart whenever you're ready. So they gave me a lot of confidence to keep pushing through the course. So far, so good. I like it. Everything is in bite-sized pieces where it's easy to understand. And like I said, if there was any information I didn't get or I don't remember, I can always go back to the video and watch it again. So I like that part. I love the part of that there's a Q&A session with you online, so where I can ask a lot of questions, and I did because I had no idea what medical billing was. I do understand the part from a patient's perspective because I work for the state and I had HMO. So I understand a lot about the copay and the prior authorization, but that was it. That was part of the medical billing I understood. So far, it has been a positive experience for me.
Okay, great. I appreciate you sharing all of that. And I appreciate you also sharing about your breast cancer diagnosis, but I'm so glad, that you're on the other side and doing better. So
Yes. Yes.
I have to definitely share that. But your dedication to showing up to the weekly classes and the way that you were able to grasp the information, I do have to commend you for. Like, I was very impressed. I shared that during the classes, very impressed with how you were catching on. And, that the way that you were actively participating in each weekly class, I was definitely appreciative of. Because the way that the course is set up, just to share with everyone else, it is a pre-recorded training course. So once you enroll, you have access to the full course. Like you said, there are different modules. You can go through them on your own when it's convenient for you. But in addition to that, we do also meet weekly every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We meet live together via Zoom. And I, obviously answer any questions that you guys have about the course. If you're pursuing certification, I'll answer those questions for the other course for certification. And we go over the weekly homework assignments. So we have a good time. We also have a coding instructor that joins us. So it's not a coding course, but there are some coding questions on the billing exam. So we have the coding instructor join us for one class. And, we actually practice going through the code books and answering questions, very interactive. And like I said, I was always very appreciative of your participation. So I did, want to mention that as well, because you definitely stood out. Now that you've completed the course, we actually have the last live class tonight. And share with us, I guess, what your next steps are going to be. Are you going to pursue a W-2 position, or as you mentioned before, being an independent biller, maybe working on your own? What are your plans?
So let me just back up a little bit. You do offer 2 different courses, and I decided to go with just the coaching group. So right now I'm not pursuing the certification because at that time, like I said, I was going through chemo. I didn't know how things were going to go. And also there was a financial concern at the time. So I just went with the one without the certification. I figure if I want to get certified, I can always go back and enroll for that as well. So that was a good option. Now I'm done with the course. I'm very excited. I actually started applying for positions out there. I looked for remote. I had posted my resume on several job sites, websites. I don't know if I'm allowed to mention that, but also in the course, you gave so many different tips, so many ideas. It's just a wealth of knowledge for someone like me who has never worked in the medical field. I truly appreciate that. So yeah, I am. I'm applying right now. I figure I would pursue a W-2 position, just to get my feet in the door, get the training I need, because it looks like it's repetitive. So eventually, in a matter of a month or 2, I will get used. Everything's overwhelming, at first, just like anything else, but everything is repetitive. There's so much to learn. And I think being a W-2 employee would really get me the experience I need, to do well in this industry. Oh, also, I wanted to share that at first, I wanted to be a nurse, but life took me to a different direction altogether. So I'm so glad that I found you, Kiana. So I found you on YouTube. Your training has given me the knowledge and confidence to be a medical biller. And best of all, you've given me the chance to pursue a second career that I wasn't looking for, but I'm glad it fell on my lap. And that's to work from home, as a medical biller, and eventually, make six-figure income from home. And that is so priceless. To me, that's just absolutely priceless.
Thank you for sharing all that. I mean, I think it's great that, you're initially going to start off as a W-2 employee. That is what I recommend for every individual, to start out as a W-2 employee if you can. I know that's not always possible. And some individuals want to kind of just go for it. Start their medical billing business, start working as an independent contractor. And I know individuals who have gone that route. They were never a W-2 employee and have been extremely successful. So, you can have success either way. Someone who's watching and who's not able to start out as a W-2 employee, I don't want them to feel discouraged and feel like, they won't necessarily be as successful. It can go either way. It's really all about the individual. It's really all about the individual. But I think it's great that you're going to start that route. I definitely wish you the best on your medical billing journey. And I want you to stay in touch and keep me posted, because I want to celebrate with you once you get that first medical billing job. I really want to celebrate with you, and I'll share with everyone.
Absolutely.
Got that position. So thank you again so much for, being willing to come on and share your experience with the course. And I guess I'll see you tonight in class.
Yes, I'll see you tonight. Thank you.
Thank you again.